kind of like swingers, like they ran into the location, shot it without permits, and got the fuck out. Welcome back to First Impressions. My name is Seth Pomeroy. I just watched The Bourne Identity. This is a movie that most people will probably be like, everyone's seen this movie or is aware of it. I was aware of it when it came out. I remember watching this movie, and I was a big fan of Doug Liman, the director of this film at the time. He had started out as an indie filmmaker. So I remember seeing this film and being like, what? There's like some Russian dudes on a boat. They find a body. Like, this is some Hollywood-ass filmmaking. I'm not interested. So I think I just rejected this movie straight up. You know, on this second watch 20 years later, it's great. It's awesome. It's a great action movie. It's full of great casting. It's got awesome locations. It's a very small movie. In some ways, it has an independent feel because the majority of the movie is just Matt Damon running from who you know, he doesn't know who's pursuing him necessarily. It's the CIA. And then back in this room, we are seeing the CIA gather intel and track him. And there's numerous incredible, not cameos, because I don't think these people were stars at the time, but a lot of really great bit parts by people like Clive Owen, Julia Stiles, Chris Cooper, who's one of the fucking best. Now, I haven't seen the sequel, so I don't know if this gets overblown or what happens, but it is interesting to see. It's like, okay, this is more aligned with Doug Liman's work than I thought it was. And it does feel kind of like swingers, like they ran into the location, shot it without permits, and got the fuck out. And so I enjoyed watching this movie quite a bit. I mean, there's not a lot of criticism. I feel like as a package, it really works as a whole thing. And it's great to see Matt Damon as an action movie star when he was very young. And I do think that's part of it too. It's like they didn't cast this movie to be Bruce Willis and Sharon Stone or some giant movie stars. These were, Matt Damon's case, a newer on the scene, a promising young actor, and the woman who, I don't remember her name, but the co-lead who is in Run Lola Run. I mean, that was a huge movie. I mean, she was Lola and she was running. So everyone was hyper aware of her and thought she was cool at the time, but she's not a movie star. It's got a lot of natural light. I mean, that's another thing. I felt it was akin to Steven Soderbergh in some ways. Things that feel slightly documentary while also feeling very directed and grounded in performances. That is a different approach than slicked up movie star fucking Michael Bay shit. I mean, look at Ben Affleck. He was in Pearl Harbor and Matt Damon was in this. They took two different career paths. So I loved it. I had a great time. It's a fun spy espionage movie. It's not supposed to melt your brain. It's supposed to be a fun time. And I had a fun time. It was great. I'm glad that I finally got to see this movie again without my pretentious bullshit expectations of it and gave it an actual chance as a real movie and see that it stands on its own two legs and it is a relic of the time that should be watched and it should be celebrated. It's a fun, brisk espionage spy movie. And I look forward to seeing the rest of the sequels. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment and like and subscribe. Take care.